Top of the hour, a terrorist, a mass murderer, a butcher and a villain who has the blood of 166 people on his hands is witnessing a legal dead end. Now this time Tahavur Rana, the Pakistan origin 2611 conspirator and a close aide of David Coleman Headley, who played a crucial role in facilitating the worst ever terror attack on Indian soil, begged before the American judicial system to block his extradition to India. In his plea, he desperately claimed that as a Pakistani Muslim and a former Pakistani army official, he would be tortured in India. But justice has spoken loud and clear. Terror has no religion, and no amount of victimhood narrative can shield a man accused of being the butcher of Mumbai, where the US Supreme Court has rejected his plea. And this is a significant development right after Prime Minister's recent visit to the US, where the US President Donald Trump had called Rana a very evil man and had confirmed that the United States will be handing the violent man over to India. Now Tahavur Rana has submitted a renewed application to the Chief Justice John Roberts, seeking a stay of his extradition to India after the US top court rejected his emergency bid. But before we take you through the latest updates, let's listen in to what the Prime Minister Modi and the US President Donald Trump said about Rana and their commitment towards war against terror.
As you said, we're giving a very violent man, it seems to me. I mean, I don't know that he's been convicted yet or will be, but let's assume he's a pretty violent person. We're giving him back to India immediately, and there are more to follow because we have quite a few requests. So we work with India on crime, and we want to make it good for India, and it's very important. So that kind of a relationship is very important to us.
आतंकवाद के खिलाफ लड़ाई में भारत और अमेरिका दृढ़ता से साथ खड़े रहे हैं। हम सहमत हैं कि सीमा पार आतंकवाद के उन्मूलन के लिए ठोस कार्रवाई आवश्यक है और मैं राष्ट्रपति जी का आभारी हूं कि उन्होंने 2008 के जिसने भारत में नरसंहार किया था उस मुजरिम को अब भारत के हवाले करने का निर्णय किया है। भारत की अदालतें उचित कार्यवाही करेंगी।
Now let's take you through what terrorist Rana said in his plea while seeking stay of his extradition and surrender to India. Rana argued through his lawyers that his extradition to India violates the law of United States and the United Nations Convention Against Torture because there are substantial grounds for believing that if extradited to India, he will be in danger of being subjected to torture. He tried playing the Pakistani Muslim card as well, where he claimed that likelihood of torture in his case is even higher, though as Rana is a Muslim of Pakistani origin. The 2611 plotter also cited medical records from July 2024 to show how he suffers from acute life-threatening diagnosis. But none of his attempts convinced the American judge. Now the Mumbai terror attack accused has submitted a renewed application to the Chief Justice John Roberts, seeking a stay of his extradition to India after the US Supreme Court rejected his emergency bid. But back in Mumbai, 17 years after the 2611 terror attacks, victims who are still awaiting justice. They believe heroes who died fighting Pakistan-backed Lashkar-e-Taiba terrorists should be avenged by the Modi government.
Is the list of brave soldiers that fought one of the toughest terror attack that India ever witnessed. Yes, we are speaking of the terror attack occurred in 2008, the Mumbai 2611 attack. Tahavur Rana had moved an application with the Supreme Court of US, terming it as emergency application. In this application, he had mentioned that how him being from the Pakistani origin leaves him into a serious situation if he reaches out to Mumbai, and he would be facing some serious torture which could also result into his life. However, Supreme Court of US has rejected all of those applications, and finally the extradition process of him, the terror conspirator, will be getting a green signal. Now this picture that is present before you is the memorial that is built in memory of the brave soldiers. Now it is important to note that the attack that took place in Mumbai killed nearly 166 people, leaving 308 people wounded.
आतंकवाद की कोई कास्ट नहीं होती है। आपने इतने लोगों की जान ली है, आपने कभी सोचा कि उन लोगों के साथ क्या हुआ है, उनके परिवार के साथ क्या हुआ है, आज उनके परिवार पे क्या बीत रही है, इस बारे में तो आप लोग कभी सोचते नहीं हो। लोगों को मारने की बारी आती है, खुद की सजा की बारी आती है तो डर रहे हो, तो ये कहाँ की बात हुई। जल्द से जल्द भारत लाना चाहिए और उसे भी सजा फांसी होनी चाहिए, क्योंकि मैं नहीं चाहती कोई आतंकवाद को सिर्फ उम्र कैद की सजा हो और वो पले रहे हमारे देश में, सिर्फ उसे खत्म हो और वो फांसी की सजा हो। आज आतंकवाद इसलिए डरते हैं हमारे इंडिया से क्योंकि इंडिया ने उसे जवाब दिया है। कसाब जैसे आतंकवादी को फांसी हुई, 9 आतंकवादी को मार गिराया गया, तभी आतंकवादी आज भी इंडिया पे आंख उठाने के पहले 100 बार सोचते हैं।
Now, this is how two countries that are working together against global terror, especially back at the recent statement that has been made by the External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar when he met the US Secretary of State. The US court denied Rana's habeas plea. Then on the 11th of February this year, Trump government's nod for Rana's surrender that was given, and before that, it was Prime Minister who was in the United States himself, where Rana's counsel was apprised of the surrender plan. Then it was Donald Trump who officially announced extradition, where he had called Tahabur Rana as a very evil man. Then in the month of March, it was the US top court that rejected Tahabur Rana's plea, and the terrorist Pak Muslim card completely flopped. Let's get in a word from Nilesh and Bhavtosh, who are both connected with us live. Good afternoon to both of you. Bhavtosh, now this multiple attempts as far as Tahabur Rana seems to be taking on recourse rather, seems to be futile, because one day or the other, as many delays that he is trying or many hurdles as he is trying to raise, he will be extradited.
Good afternoon, Amita. It is a victory for India, but there is still one more step before he can be extradited. That is the petition that is pending before the Chief Justice Roberts. And if that is rejected, then it could be possible that NIA will be bringing him back to the country very soon. Now, what has happened in between is that NIA moved an application before the special court in New Delhi, making sure that all the files pertaining to Tahabur Rana in a case that was registered way back in 2009, those will be transferred to Delhi. Now, if that happens, if he comes to Delhi, then that case will be tried here. And I has already said that there would not be any physical hearing, it would be in-camera hearing, and that he would be lodged in Tihar jail. There is already one more terrorist who was brought or deported from Saudi Arabia. That was Abu Jundal. He is now lodged in Arthur Road jail. So India has managed to get at least 2 foreign terrorists as far as this case is concerned. But big names like Zakir Rahman Lakhvi, or for that matter Major Sajid and others, they are still in Pakistan. India has asked Pakistan to bring them back to India, but that attempt has turned out to be futile.
All right. As far as reactions that have been coming in, and especially to those people who have been affected, it's been more than 15 years now and justice still awaits. Now we talk on the focus which that seems to be making on the 26/11 conspirators facing the music finally. There is also politics that is now playing out parallelly. The BJP, which is reminding how under the then UPA era, there was a bid to brand the attack as a conspiracy of the RSS. Meanwhile, the opposition leaders say if Rana is dragged back to India, it will be a success for our agency and not the success of the government and the BJP in particular.
कांग्रेस पार्टी 26/11 में सिर्फ पाकिस्तान के साथ में डॉजियर खेलती रही। कांग्रेस पार्टी ने तुष्टीकरण के नाम पे 26/11 को आरएसएस की साजिश बोला। कांग्रेस पार्टी ने 26/11 के एक भी आतंकवादी को पनिश नहीं किया, ना उसके लिए कोई भी स्टेप लिए। जो कांग्रेस पार्टी नहीं कर पाई, प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी ने किया। 26/11 के आतंकवादियों के मास्टरमाइंड को अब भारत लाया जा रहा है। पाकिस्तान के अंदर घुसकर सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक करी। इसीलिए हर देशभक्त प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी के साथ में है और कांग्रेस पार्टी के आतंकवादियों को बैक करने की रणनीति, यूपीए की आतंकवादियों को बैक करने की रणनीति तुष्टीकरण के नाम पे उसके खिलाफ खड़ा है। कांग्रेस आतंकवादियों का समर्थन करती थी, प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी आतंकवादियों का खात्मा करते हैं।
Well, it's a welcome step, and I must say this, I think the process of asking the US government to send him to India probably started in 2010 or 11, I'm not sure which year. It it was discovered after the horrific Bombay terrorist attack that these people were involved, and it is under probably UPA 2 that these letters were sent. It takes a long time. I think he went to court. It's a little unfortunate that it's taken 10-15 years for him to come to India. I only hope the current government had also probably tried a little more. Hopefully he should have come back in much shorter period of time.
Talk about the involvement of Tahavur Rana is concerned, especially when it comes to the dreaded terror attacks that happened back in 2008 in Mumbai, where he is said to be involved in providing a blueprint of the 26/11 attack to the terror organization Lashkar-e-Taiba. He helped David Coleman Headley open an immigration firm in Mumbai. He was also a double agent Headley who did a reconnaissance when it comes to certain targets, and Tahavur Rana's Mumbai office that was used for terror activities. He was in the know of David Coleman Headley's meetings and what exactly was being discussed. He also had a direct knowledge of Pakistan's state development and the involvement in 26/11. These are all the findings that are part of the NIA chart sheet. In the meantime, as far as reactions that have been coming in, let's also listen in to what Ujjwal Nikam has to say as he is welcoming this move by the United States.
इंटेंशनली तहावुर राना इस प्रकार क्रिमिनल कार्ड प्ले कर रहा है अब आखिरी वक्त, जो उसने पहले कभी भी नहीं कहा। मुझे इस बात का पता है कि तहावुर राना अभी भी सुप्रीम कोर्ट के चीफ जस्टिस के पास आखिरी बचने की कोशिश करेगा, लेकिन मैं कहता हूं कि वो पूरी तरह से नाकाम हो जाएगा, क्योंकि अमेरिकन प्रशासन, अमेरिकी राष्ट्रपति डोनाल्ड ट्रंप जी ने यह बात पूरी तरह से हमारे प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी को कही है कि हमारे देश में यानी अमेरिका में जो बैड एलिमेंट जो है दहशतगर्दी, उनको अमेरिका तनहा कभी नहीं देगी। और इसलिए भारत सरकार की ये यश मैं मानता हूं, और ये कूटनीति के होने के कारण आज तहावुर राना को एक्सट्राडिट जरूर करेगा, और एक्सट्राडिट करने के बाद उसके खिलाफ ट्रायल दिल्ली में चल सकता है।
Well, every trick in the legal book is now being taken over by, as far as Tahavur Rana is concerned, because Nilesh, who has been also speaking to the victims there, it's been 17 years and they're still waiting for justice. What do they have in mind, especially when it comes to the extradition? One day or the other, Tahavur Rana will be extradited. Nilesh.
Well, yes, Amita, and that is the hope that have been keeping alive in the heart of all of those victims who have lost their near and dear ones. We're happening to be speaking to all of those individuals. We spoke to Ujjwal Nikam, who also was one of the prosecutors who led to hanging of Ajmal Kasab, who was one of the terrorists involved into this act. And now a bigger part of the picture is that Tahavur Rana's expedition is getting a green signal, this time from US, and agencies who for long have been working hard to get him extradited from US to India are working day and night to get that process done very quickly, because it is not just a 1 or 2 year process, but 16 long plus years have been agencies have been trying to get this accused get their hands, their grip over him in order to understand what exactly was the plan of action that
agencies and diplomatic relations, all that have been working for, especially when it comes to justice that still awaits for the victims of 26/11 terror attacks in Mumbai. Nilesh and Bhavtosh, thank you very much for joining in. Moving on now, Union Home Minister Amit Shah attended the